Amelia Wright could not have known that venturing out into the heart of San Francisco on a chilly morning in April would set the backdrop for a change she'd only imagined in pages of a book. Ever the practical one, her mornings were mostly uniform: an early start at the kitchen table, pondering case files, with her only company being the tick-tock of an old wall clock and a steaming cup of bitterly honest black coffee. Across from her apartment, Belle's coffee shop buzzed with its own blend of chaos and charisma, a stark contrast to Amelia's ordered life. The shop was a cozy haven, peppered with mismatched chairs and an array of pastries that the brainy law student rarely indulged in. Eddie, the owner, had always admired Amelia's unwavering commitment to her routine, though he often joked that what she truly needed was a strong latte rather than her usual austere black coffee. On what seemed like a typical Thursday, Amelia decided to trade her kitchen table for a corner in Belle's. With her laptop opened and headphones in, she was determined to lose herself in the intricacies of family law. However, her plan was quickly thwarted by a misadventure involving a spilled coffee. It was courtesy of an apologetic yet charming stranger, Lucas Graham, whose entrance was as dramatic as his personality. Lucas, a burgeoning writer with an infectious laugh, managed both to stain Amelia's notes and her morning routine. As the coffee seeped through her precious pages, her initial irritation was met with Lucas's panicked apologies and an offer to buy her another coffee as a start to an apology. The conversation that sprung forth was unexpectedly delightful. Lucas, with his whimsical tales and a dreamer's sparkle in his eyes, brought a burst of color to her gray sketches of life. Days turned into weeks, and their coffee shop meetings became a cherished ritual. As spring gave way to summer, their discussions meandered from the mundane to dreams and deep-seated fears. Amelia found her well-organized life now eagerly orbiting around the spontaneous adventures that Lucas sketched out in their moments together. Amidst their growing closeness, Amelia's pragmatic side warred with the emotional tide that Lucas's presence had stirred within her. Her mind knew the tracks, but her heart was an unruly passenger swayed by his passionate discourse on life. Lucas, on the other hand, found in Amelia the grounding reality check that his whimsical life so desperately needed. Her structured approach to problems provided a balance to his creative chaos. One evening, as the sun dipped below the skyline, painting the city in hues of orange and purple, Lucas handed Amelia a small handmade book. Each page was a token of their time together, filled with doodles, quotes, and snippets of conversations. The last page simply read, "To many more chapters, together?" It wasn't a grand gesture. There was no orchestral background or a dimly lit room filled with roses, yet it was perfect. Touched, Amelia realized that sometimes life's most profound promises are whispered over cups of spilled coffee and shared dreams. Their story continued to weave through the seasons, with each chapter promising not just the thrill of romance, but the comfort of a companion. Belle's coffee shop remained their sanctuary, a testament to a love story that began with a simple, clumsy mistake, but grew into a partnership, each teaching the other the beauty of balance. So the next time you find yourself in Belle's, look out for the mismatched coffee cups. They aren't just part of the decor. They're symbols of imperfect, spilled beginnings turning into perfectly intertwined lives.